Y'all, it is beautiful today, and we are going fishing on the pier.
My name's Steven with Bama Saltwater. Sit back, relax, and I'll see you on the State Park Pier. Always a nice day when you can get out and see this. Got some chop on the water, have some wind, good mackerel conditions. Rough surf. So these are the bathrooms about halfway through. And then you got the fish cleaning table right there. And then you have a whole nother section to walk out on. So, a lot of nice, real nice facility. Bring a fillet knife in your bags or whatever you like to store fish in, and you don't even have to worry about taking your fish back to wherever you are cleaning them. Clean them right here and call it a day if you're lucky to catch anything. But you don't have to go to the end to catch fish. There's plenty of fish all along the pier. So today I'm going to start out by throwing a bucktail jig. This is a 1/2 ounce Spro bucktail in that white glow color. One of my absolute favorite lures for this time of year and fishing for Spanish mackerel, chicken, dolphin, and anything else that wants to hit a small minnow. I'm running 50-pound fluorocarbon leader. I usually do about 20 inches or so to an even longer leader, like even 24, 30 inches, because you will get chafed up. And instead of having to tie on a whole new leader when it gets too short, you just cut a few inches off. So you can do a little bit extra longer leader for this. I connect it with the double uni knot. If you want to use the smallest black barrel swivel, you can, but really the best connection is a double uni, FG, or anything else, but double uni is easy. Now I have 30-pound braid on a 4,000 size Shimano with a 7.5 foot Nomad Inshore spin rod. This is a 20-pound to 30-pound line class rating, but it's super light. Any bass or inshore tackle will work just fine. But I didn't go quite to the end. I seem to have a lot more luck right here catching Spanish. I'm gonna cast this bucktail jig out and see if anything's hanging around. It's real easy to work. I just make a long cast. Let it sink down a little bit. Close the bail, and once it gets tight, just kind of jig and twitch and reel at the same time. So you want that jig to dart back and forth up through the water column, make it look like a fleeing minnow. And most of the time those mackerel can't resist it if they're around. Oh yeah, they're around. Oh, got it. First cast, that's a, yeah, first cast, Spanish mackerel. Oh, we got lucky on that one. Let's see if we can get it on deck. Yes, that's a good one too. Boom. Easy peasy. There's our Spanish mackerel right there. These are what we call Spanish here. They have that real dark dorsal fin. Quit jumping. Real pretty fish. Gonna throw that one on ice and get back out there.
You see? It's always funny because people like don't know and they're like, what are you fishing for?
Yeah, red snapper. Sharks, yeah. I'm fishing for, oh, come here, you. All right, let's see if I can actually bring you in this time. Yeah, he decided actually, oops, sorry, man. He actually decided to stay hooked. Another nice Spanish. That's not a bad one. Pretty fish. That good old hex jig. Look at them teeth. Coming over fairly consistent this morning. C130. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Way not get all this grass on our lure. Got a little Polyx wrap size 10. Oh, one hit it way out there. That gone, man. Didn't even have to work it. It's like I threw it on its head. All right. Not a bad one at all. Not a bad mackerel. Hopefully it comes up over the deck.
come on. That's a little fat one. That one's got roe in it. It's a nice Spanish mackerel there on the Rapala X-Wrap size 10 with some 50-pound fluoro. See, that one's a female. It's got roe. Nice, healthy fish. Gonna go in our cooler and get after it again. Got him. That's the most casual eat. There we go. Got another one on the bird of prey jig.
Those will fly pretty straight, but then back hooks.
There you are. Yeah, we're good. He did what he's supposed to. Oh, big ol' turtle. See that? Right below.
Oh yeah, yeah, he was out here.
There you are. Yeah, something decent. Way out there. Yeah, come. Coming around. Coming around. Thank you.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, coming around.
I thought I was feeling something.
Yeah, that's me. But let me get under here. Yes, sir.
I'm going with it.
Good Spanish. Hopefully he stays on. Nice one. There we go. So all you have to do is follow your fish down and everybody either backs up or you can go over them. Everybody plays a pier shuffle. It's a nice one. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. No, I'm just keeping the big ones that I catch. Appreciate it. Y'all check that out. That's a nice Spanish mac on the bird page. On that nice arrowhead jig and the 3/4 ounce. Sinks a little faster. How you doing, Mr. John? Good, good. Catching some fish. I'll throw them in the cooler. So that last fish tore up my jig pretty good. So we need to put on some more leader, and this is just some 50-pound mono. You don't have to use anything fancy. You retie so much that just cheap mono works well. Take a couple feet of it, gives you room to cut and retie your lure on if it gets chafed up without having to retie a whole leader. And I do a little uni to uni knot, so do 4 wraps with your mono over your braid. And then do 7 to 8 wraps with your braid over your mono. And then once you cinch that down, pull your leader and your main line, and then cut the tag ends, and that's a uni to uni knot. Very simple line to leader knot. Eliminates the use for a swivel. That's what I do for pretty much all my Spanish mackerel type setups. And now we're going to put on another jig. I just do a little uni knot on these. Little 4 wraps. Wet it. And then cinch it down. Cut off tag end. And we're ready to go again. There you are. Hit pretty far out. Come on. Oh, you're doing easy. Coming straight to the pier.
Me and my dad, his best friend in the 70s. We went out there the day before. Down there.
Not a bad one again. Have some for some ceviche, at least. Got that one. Decent sized fish. Good sized Spanish there. Get him up here. Oh, he's hooked in the gill. A good one there. It's another nice one. Good old Spanish mac right there. They're chewing good. I've been fishing for kings with my X-Wrap and L-Wise, but it's kind of hard not to throw jigs when these things are coming over the rail like crazy. I'm gonna bleed them out, throw them in our cooler. Check our jig. Seen some better days for sure, but it still will work. Just keep on using it. Gotcha. Not a very big one. All right, y'all. Bringing them in pretty easy.
What you throwing, dude?
Yeah, you want them?
No, maybe that guy.
You'll take them? Okay. Yes, sir. Yeah, he's not going to survive if I throw him back, so do a waste.
Can you make that ready cooler for me?
Red one? The red one over there? Yes, sir. Yeah, no problem. A little nicer one. There we go. Not a bad one, y'all. Another nice Spanish mackerel, chewing pretty good. Keep on fishing here. Oh, that one. There he is. That's a feisty little guy there. All right, that one's healthy, so. You want him?
Me?
Yeah.
Nah, I got two already, that's all.
All right, well, he got easy release on that one. Oh, we got a decent Spanish bite. But I'm ready to go in, go home, clean these fish, and get ready to prep them for, I'm gonna make ceviche probably, because that sounds pretty good. We are back at our cleaning table with our nice cooler of Spanish mackerel. And what I'm gonna do is make this ice brine with some salt and ice to throw our fillets in there. These have been bleeding out in the cooler while we're fishing, so they should be nice and easy to clean. Which Spanish mackerel are easy to clean anyway. This is just a bunch of salt, super saturated water, and then I'm gonna put some more salt in there. Now we're gonna dump our ice in that salty water, and that's what we're gonna rinse our fillets out in. Firms them up really nice. And then even if you don't eat them fresh and you want to vacuum seal them or freeze them, that brine keeps them just nice and fresh. It's got to be salt water though, so you can make your own or get some where you're fishing. There we go, just like that. And we are on my bird of prey tailgate cleaning table with our beautiful Spanish mackerel. These are good size one too. Like these are the ones that I look forward to. And then you have these good ones, almost practically what we would call an axe handle Spanish, where you hold them out and they're long, like the size of an axe handle. And they've been eating a lot of squid. That's what they're spitting out. Let's knock this out. I'm telling you, it doesn't take much. You just need a sharp knife. Clean these Spanish mackerel. I like to go behind the gills, run that knife all the way down to their tail. Kind of pull away the meat. Go up and over their spine, back down. Super easy. They have thin skin, very small scales, small bones. Cut that off, and then we're gonna kind of trim up some of the stomach lining here. And their stomach makes very good strip baits for catching Spanish mackerel, flounder, and whatever else you want to catch. Look at that. Never sprayed it off. Just pull those gills out, let it bleed out in the cooler. Nice fresh piece of Spanish. Now you can leave them with the skin on. We used to eat them with the skin on. Like if you do this, most of the scales come off on your hands when you're catching them. If you've caught one before, you know what I mean. They're very messy with scales. But if you want to leave the skin on, you can just run your knife like this and get those small, tiny scales and slime off. Or you can just skin the fillet like I'm going to do. Bloodline is what gives a lot of these fish a little bit off-putting fishy taste. But that's the upper loin and lower loin on just one side of the Spanish. If I wasn't cutting them into real small pieces, I'd just trim those pin bones out and leave them like that. But since we're gonna cut them into cubes later on, that's what I'm doing. There's another way you can clean them too. You can take one about this size, make a cut, rotate your knife down, and run it all the way down like that. Flip it over and skin it. On the smaller ones, that's typically how I do. Trim some of that out. Cut out that bloodline. There's a piece. Leaving a little bit of bloodline in is okay. You just don't want that whole thing. But everybody's different, y'all. That's what makes us human. Y'all, we're in the kitchen and we're ready to make our Spanish ceviche. It's literally like just a bunch of prep work. That's all it is. So I've cubed up a bunch of my Spanish mackerel fillets, boneless and skinless. And then everything is to taste. So if you don't like an ingredient, you can either substitute or leave it out. But this is just what I do. Have a chopped red onion, chopped serrano peppers with the seeds in there. I like the spice. Chopped cilantro, chopped garlic, one whole orange and one whole lemon. And then salt and pepper. All we're gonna do is just mix this stuff together. Like I said, it's just all prep work. Putting it together is easy. First thing I want to do is get my citrus on there. That's the key ingredient in ceviche, aside from fish or shrimp, is the acidity from the citrus. It pretty much breaks down the proteins in the fish, making it seem like it's cooked. It's not, theoretically it's not cooked, it's just the proteins are breaking down from the acid in the citrus juices. But man, is it good. I'm doing one whole lemon. There we go. You can either do more lemon, you can do lime, but I love the sweetness of a nice orange. So we're going to get that orange in there. Look at that. Man, I love that. It's okay if a little bit of that pulp falls in there. There we go. Take some bite of that, and then the other half of the orange. Nice juicy orange. Doesn't require a crazy amount of ingredients either. It's pretty easy. Now I'm going to mix this up, make sure that is thoroughly coated in all of our citrus juices. And like I said, it's okay if a little bit of the pulp went in there. Not going to hurt anything. Now here comes the fun part. Whatever you want to throw in there, nothing's perfectly measured out. It's just proportional to the fish that you have in there. So this is a few Spanish mackerel fillets. It's like half of a red onion, a few serrano peppers, maybe 4 cloves of garlic. But we're going to salt and pepper it, all to taste. A little bit of finely ground black pepper. Then let's add in our garlic. For all fresh ingredients. Cilantro, serrano chilies, and then our onions. Give that a nice stir, and that's pretty much it. After that, it's pretty much just going to be covered and refrigerated overnight, and then tomorrow you'll see the fish will go from looking a little opaque like that to just white. Ceviche is to everyone's taste buds. There's no wrong way to do it, there's no right way to do it. Pretty much any white fish, like pompano, whiting, snapper, makes really great ceviche. Mackerel's one of my favorite as well. So we're going to cover that up, let that sit in the fridge, and then tomorrow we'll give it a try on some of our tostadas. Hey, it's the next day, next afternoon, and we just pulled our ceviche out from the fridge, and check that out, it smells really good. All I've taken is 2 tostadas, This is just one of these Ole corn tostadas. Take a scoop of our nice fish. Put that on there. It's kind of messy eating, but that's the fun part about it. And that's all it is to it, y'all. Go outside on the porch and give this a try. Can't wait to try that. Let's see here. This looks like a good side to take a bite into. Here we go. Man. Very refreshing. Especially on a nice humid day like this. It's a nice crisp flavor. Got a little bit of a kick with those serrano peppers. Uh-oh. Some of y'all may not like raw fish, but it's something, you know, don't knock it till you try it, because the way the citrus does acidity onto a fish like this mackerel, man, it just makes it taste amazing. Then you have those freshly chopped ingredients in there, and they just all sat and marinated overnight in the fridge. Put a little bit of crunch like these tostadas. Really good. There's nothing like fishy tasting about it, like a bad fish taste. Like it's like eating like a real nice salsa. That's super refreshing. Y'all, you can use this exact recipe or change it up. There's really no wrong way to do ceviche, other than the acidity. The citrus is a necessity, but other than that, the imagination is key. You know, add what you like. Some sliced up mango would be great in this. Maybe some of those orange pieces, some corn, but simplicity is key. It's hard to beat. Nice crunch. That's really good. But y'all, if you ever catch a Spanish mackerel or a pompano, a whiting, snapper, any nice white fish like that, but Spanish makes excellent ceviche, try that recipe. You may be surprised, and it's incredibly easy too. So I hope you enjoyed this catch, clean, cook, or a hypothetical cook. It's mainly just mixing some ingredients together and letting it marinate in the fridge. But if you enjoyed it, smash that subscribe button down below if you haven't already. If you have, you know I appreciate you as always. I love doing these catch, clean, cooks, and I love sharing my fishing trips with each and every one of y'all. Drop a like, leave a comment, and we'll see you on the next one. All of our partners and sponsors are linked in the video description below. Most importantly, and as always, I want to thank the good Lord up above for everything he does for us. We'll see you later. Here, y'all, I made one for you as well. There you go. Enjoy.